Why is the current definition of hustle actually the single greatest threat to your career breakthroughs? If you clicked on this video, I know you are dedicated to actionable personal growth and achieving real, lasting change. You are the person who stays late, who checks email on vacation, and who constantly trades sleep for what you believe is progress. You think that pain equals production. But here is the brutal, undeniable truth. Your current hustle is a fragile short-term strategy that is not leading to success. It's leading straight to burnout, eliminating your productivity and killing your long-term focus. This channel is dedicated to teaching you the mindset of true professionalism, which is clarity, intentionality, and maximizing value, not chaos. If you want to build the life you deserve, you must stop operating from a place of stress and start operating from a place of strategy. In the next 10 minutes, we are going to expose the 7 unmistakable signs that your current approach is silently burning you out. And more importantly, I'm going to give you the precise productivity hacks and mindset shifts required to fix them, allowing you to finally build unshakable confidence in your path. We need to start with the most insidious signs, the ones that feel the most like necessary dedication. These physical and time-based indicators are the first to show up, yet they are the easiest to ignore in the name of false diligence. The physical burnout indicators. The first core indicator that your hustle is secretly sabotaging you revolves around the physical cost of trading time for perceived success. Sign 1. The rushed recovery. You are guilty of this if you use your weekends or evenings not for genuine rest, but merely to recover from the previous week's exhaustion, only to dread Monday morning. True hustle culture demands that you treat rest as a reward earned after exhaustive labor. This is faulty logic. Your brain processes and integrates unique and fresh information and insights only during periods of rest. If you are constantly chasing the next deliverable, you are neglecting the incubation period necessary for breakthrough ideas. When you skip deep recovery, you are actively choosing diminished cognitive output for the rest of the week. The mindset fix. Shift from viewing rest as a reward to viewing rest as a strategic asset. Proper sleep and planned mental distance are integral components of high-quality work, not the absence of it. Your job is not to be a martyr. Your job is to produce maximum value per minute. Sign 2. The Time Martyr Complex. This is the belief that you must work 60, 70, or 80 hours a week to prove your worth. If you are burned out, chances are you are confusing effort, input, with output, value delivered. This is a hallmark of low-quality work environments. If you don't define clear boundaries, the work expands to fill the available time. A strong professional individual establishes their worth not by how late they stay, but by the quality and complexity of the problem they solved during peak focus hours. If your company measures worth by hours clocked, you are trapped in a system built for inefficiency. The actionable strategy. Implement strict time boxing for all tasks, including shallow work. A core productivity tip is to designate non-negotiable end times for your workday. This forces you to engage in focused deep work during peak hours, accelerating the creation of unique and fresh insights. Begin with setting a hard stop 30 minutes earlier than normal every single day. This strategic constraint is the beginning of overcoming procrastination, fueled by low-grade stress. Once you manage the physical drain, the battle shifts internally. The next set of killers target your cognitive flow, proving that mental fatigue is not a consequence of hard work, but a result of faulty workflow design. This mental erosion happens silently, long before you physically crash. The cognitive flow killers. These signs highlight common mistakes in task management that destroy focus, making sustained deep work nearly impossible. Sign 3. the shallow-work reliance. You know you're suffering from burnout when you actively prefer responding to emails, tweaking spreadsheets, or clearing your to-do list of insignificant items during your most valuable creative hours. This is the shallow work addiction. It provides a dopamine hit of pseudo-productivity, making you feel busy and professional, but it completely negates the opportunity for complex, high-value work, the kind of work that creates career breakthroughs. The mindset fix: clarity of value. Realign your definition of high-value work. If the task is repeatable, easily delegated, or doesn't generate unique insights, it is shallow work. Deep work, conversely, is non-transferable and requires concentrated effort. Use your morning for creation, not maintenance. This is essential for mastering deep work techniques. Sign 4. The jargon trap. The fourth sign of secret burnout is when your internal communication, or even your self-talk, is filled with excessive, complicated jargon, like leveraging synergies or optimizing vertical deliverables. This complexity is often a mask for a lack of genuine, clear thought. The professionalism fix. True writing professionalism requires absolute clarity. If you cannot explain your goal simply, you haven't thought deeply enough about the problem. Jargon alienates and obscures value. Forcing yourself to use clear, simple language demands a higher level of understanding, which is the cornerstone of unshakable confidence. We have covered the physical and cognitive indicators, but the most destructive form of burnout is tied directly to your identity, how you define success, and how you choose to operate in a hyper-distracted world. If you fail to address this identity crisis, you will always return to the hustle trap, the procrastination and identity blocks. The final set of signs deals with the psychological mechanisms that ensure the burnout cycle persists, directly attacking your ability to achieve mindset transformation. Sign 5. Perpetual Context Switching. Burnout thrives in fragmentation. You are constantly interrupting high-focus tasks to check instant messages, switch between unrelated projects, or glance at notifications. This is perpetual context switching. Every interruption creates attention residue, leaving a piece of your mental energy stuck on the previous task, severely limiting the quality of your deep work for up to 20 minutes. This habit is a massive source of internal stress and guarantees poor retention on demanding tasks. The actionable strategy: focus. Master the deep work technique of time segmentation. If you are working on something complex, isolate it in a minimum 90-minute deep work block. Do not merely silence notifications. Physically remove the source of distraction from the room. This aggressive defense is key to overcoming procrastination, fueled by low-grade stress. Sign 6. The unshakable low confidence. This is the deepest irony of the hustle culture. Many people overwork because they lack unshakable confidence in their ability to deliver results efficiently. They fear that if they step back, the structure will collapse, or they won't be perceived as valuable. This fear of failure forces overcommitment, which leads directly to exhaustion. The mindset fix. Base your confidence on systems, not effort. If you have defined clear points for your week and followed a consistent process, the deep work anchor, your confidence is rooted in demonstrable execution, regardless of outside praise. This proactive strategy separates high performers from those stuck on the emotional treadmill. Sign 7. The undefined exit strategy. You know you are burning out if you cannot clearly define the next specific non-work activity you are looking forward to, or the clear, measurable outcome of your 90-day effort. Burnout happens when the treadmill never stops. If you can't state your objective payoff, the career breakthrough, the lifestyle change, the specific financial metric, you are working toward an invisible, unattainable goal. The professionalism fix. Clarity. Demand clarity and structure in your life, just as a quality script demands structure and clear payoffs. Define your purpose by outlining the tangible outcome of your deep work. If you don't know what success looks like, you cannot build a logical, efficient path to get there. We have exposed the 7 silent killers of the hustle culture, from the Time Martyr Complex to Perpetual Context Switching, and given you the productivity hacks and mindset shifts to counter them. This is the difference between shallow and temporary effort and the strategic professionalism required for sustained success. Join our community of growth seekers ready to take action by subscribing. Let's forge a new you, one step at a time.